Wildrift Patch 2.1 has finally been revealed, featuring balance changes to champions and improvements to the overall quality of gameplay within the game. The Wildrift Patch 2.1 will also see a ton of content make its way into the game in the month of February 2021 and March 2021. This includes much-awaited features like the replay and spectator mode, the Path of the Ascension event, the Lunar Beast event, new champions, new skins, and more. You can find the full Wildrift Patch 2.1 note in the video. Let's start with new champions. To celebrate Valentine's Day, the game will add two of the most iconic lovebirds in the game, Zaya and Raken. These two lovebirds are inseparable. Although they can be played separately, they gain extra perks if they are played together. Raken is an enchanter support who can shield allies and charm enemies, while Zaya is a marksman that can stun enemies who are within her feather's reach. Or in simple terms, Zaya, the rebel. Deadly and precise, Zaya is a Vastaean revolutionary waging a personal war to save her people. She uses her speed, guile, and razor-sharp feather blades to cut down anyone who stands in her way. Zaya fights alongside her partner and lover, Raken, to protect their dwindling tribe and restore their race to her vision of its former glory. And Raken, the charmer. As mercurial as he is charming, Raken is an infamous Vastaean troublemaker and the greatest battle dancer in Lotlan tribal history. To the humans of the Ionian Highlands, his name had long been synonymous with wild festivals, uncontrollable parties, and anarchic music. But this energetic, traveling showman has left his old life behind, dedicating himself to the cause of his lover, the rebel Zaya. Together, they seek to free Ionia's wild magic, restoring the Vastaya's birthright. Both of them will be released later in the patch. The next feature is Replay. Replays are now available for your 50 most recent matches. Play back your game as it happened to improve your play or relive those unforgettable moments. Replays feature a new HUD, showing both teams' items, summoner spells, gold earned, and more. Replays can be accessed from your match history page or the end of game screen. Just like I have shown. And you can watch the match back as it happened or follow any other player in the game. And it has different playback speed settings are available, ranging from 0.5 times to 8 times speed. But sad to hear that rewinding time skipping is not currently supported. And replays cannot be used for practice mode games. And another sad thing, replays will expire with each new patch. Damn boys, we can now do practice scrims as we got spectator mode in Wild Rift. Spectating a match-made game features a 3-minute delay to avoid game spoilers. Custom games feature 3 spectator slots and do not have any delay. Things you need to before spectating. In order to spectate a player in a match-made game, you must be friends with them. You must be on the same game version to spectate a player. If you don't want others to spectate of your game, then you can turn off Allow Spectators in the settings menu. When spectating, the map will always be oriented with Barren Lane at the top and Dragon Lane at the bottom. Next is Wild Rift events. Lunar Beast. This event will begin shortly. Empower the relics of Revel's past to tame the beast and save the day. Now let's look at champions buffs and nerfs. First is Corki. The daring bombardier seems to be quite underwhelming in Wild Rift. The devs are giving him a small boost to keep up with the current meta. First skill. Phosphorus Bomb, from AD ratio, 0.5 bonus AD to 0.7 bonus AD. Third skill, Gatling Gun, armor and magic resist reduction, from 4/6 8/10 to 8/12 16 20. Ultimate skill, Missile Barrage. You can check from the image. Next is Jarvan IV. The exemplar of Demacia seems to be having a hard time in the jungle. Hopefully, these small buffs would help him contest with the best junglers in Wild Rift. First of all, his base stats, AD per level increased from 3.6 to 4.55. His passive martial cadence now deals 20 minimum damage. His combo skill, Dragon Strike and Damation standard dash combo hitbox size increased from 2 to 2.5. And his ultimate skill, Cataclysm, fixed dash speed from 0.4 seconds to 0.25. Next is Jax. Jax is a strong late-game champion. However, his early game is way too weak compared to other champions. These changes will help him snowball better in the early stages of the game. They changed his first skill, Leap Strike, increasing its range from 6 to 6.5. Then decreasing cooldown from 9.876s to 7.576.56s. Then they increased their damage from 55 110ths 165 220ths to 60 115ths 170 225ths. So, next is Tristana. The Yordle Gunner seems to be a bit weaker compared to other marksmen in the game. The devs buffed her a bit to help him keep up with the meta. They changed its first skill, Rapid Fire. They increased its attack speed from 30-50 its 70-90% 50-70 its 90-110%. And duration from 5s to 7s. They also changed her second skill. Rocket Jump. They changed her base damage from 60-130 its 200-270 its to 85-150 225-290. Next is third skill, Explosive Charge. First passive base damage from 40-70 its 100-130 its to 55-80 115-140. Then active base damage from 60-70 its 80-90 its to 65-80 its 95-110. Then AD ratio from 50-70 its 90-110% bonus AD to 55-90 its 125-160% bonus AD. Next in the list is Twisted Fate. The devs felt that Twisted Fate was underwhelming to play, especially in higher ranks. So they are adding a slight boost to his cards. First they changed his second skill, Pick a Card. They changed blue card mana restoration from 50-60 80-90 to 60-90 its 120-150. Then blue card AP ratio from 0.5 to 0.8 then red card AP ratio from 0.5 to 0.65 then gold card stun duration from 1.25 1.5 1.75 second to 1.25 1.5 1.752s. And next in the list is Yasuo. They are making the skill animation for her ultimate skill much faster than before and adding a big damage boost in the late game. They changed his ultimate skill, Last Breath. They changed his base damage from 200-300's 400 to 200-350's 500. They decreased his skill animation time from 1.5 seconds to 1.25 seconds then knock-up duration from 1.5 seconds to 1.25 seconds, and at last Kaisa. This is just a targeting fix for the champion due to her second skill, Void Seeker, not applying caustic wounds properly. So, these were all the buffs, and let's look at nerfs. First is none other than Kennen. The most requested nerf of all. The devs have toned him down to keep him from being too powerful in the game. They changed his base stats, which is base AD, from 58 to 52. Then movement speed, from 335 to 330. They also changed his second skill, Electrical Surge, increasing its cooldown time from 12/10 8 6s to 15/12 9 6s. Then they changed his third skill, Lightning Rush. Base damage from 85-140 195-250 to 70-125 180-235. Then his AP ratio from 0.8 to 0.7. Then they changed his ultimate skill, Slicing Maelstrom. His base damage from 35-70 105 to 30-60 90. Then increasing its AP ratio from 0.2 to 0.15. And at last they nerfed Lee Sin. A slight nerf to the knockback range of his ultimate skill, Dragon's Rage from 7.5 to 6.7. Next is wildrift patch 2.1. Item changes. First is Yaomu's Ghost Blade. Removed attacks convert momentum into bonus magic damage on hit. Attacks will still remove all momentum stacks. Next is Deadman's Plate. Passive. Momentum. Removed attacks convert momentum into bonus magic damage on hit. Attacks will still remove all momentum stacks. Passive. Crushing Blow. New attacks deal magic damage equal to momentum stacks removed. Melee attacks that expend max momentum also slow by 50% for 1 second. Redeeming Enchant, Boots Upgrade. New, the redemption heal effect is reduced by 50% if the target has been affected by another redemption in the last 20 seconds. Locket Enchant, Boots Upgrade. Locket shield effect is reduced by 50% if the target has been affected by another locket in the last 20 seconds. And you can see other changes here. And thanks for watching.